everyone, welcome back. Severed is here. But before anything, I want to, you know, to speak a little bit about one of the people that was, putting some comments on my channel lately, which is named O'Neill. I believe his name O'Neill 85 or something like that. That guy, I'm very thankful for you because you're really putting such nice comments on my channel now, and I'm really happy to hear, your voice always in my videos, or to see your comments because it actually make me want to continue doing what I'm doing the best, or at least what I'm thinking that I'm doing the best. Well, I just want to tell you that I'm really thankful for, your comments, and I will gonna continue doing this, and I think you're gonna hate me in the future. Well, anyway, let's continue. As this is, of course, what if Izuku had sludge? Part 7. Anyways, where we last left off, Izuku has gone into what I believe is a fight between him and Sans. After, Izuku creating going into the sewers and creating like a big massive pile of sludge and start fighting Sans like a titan of sludge or something like that. In the end, he just left the place, and after, Sans tried to, hold on the building that Kara has cut off into two halves, while All Might and the other heroes saving everyone in. After that, Izuku, gone back into his home and start, talking with Kara and Mina at the same time while he killing some people. In the end, he gone with on a date with Mina into a mall, into a park, some things like that, as he were about to kiss her in the end, but he just got, a message on his phone from, the timer or something like that he put. As we continue on the next day, as Izuku right now has wake up and get out of his hideout, going out of into the city, just seeing the city today, how the day is beautiful and things like that. As Izuku said, it's a really beautiful day outside. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming. Don't you think that, Clay?
No, this day is horrible. Let's go kill some people. I'm really hungry.
As Izuku said, seriously? Come on, just look around you. All this beauty in the world, and you just want to see blood. To be honest, I also want to see blood, but come on, just look around you. I mean, there's that beautiful tree, those kids are playing there, and there's some people just dancing in the street, someone just, standing like a golden statue, and there's Kara standing there. Wait, Kara's. What's she doing here? As Izuku, hide behind the tree in the park, seeing Kara just sitting, on a bench, feeding the birds. As Izuku said, what the? Is she actually feeding the birds? What did she become? Nice, or, not violence?
Maybe she's just, an imposter.
I don't think so, because I only know one person that have that bright red eyes, and it might be her. What's she doing here? As, Izuku just watching her. Kara, after ending up from feeding the birds, she just stand up and start walking away. After that, Izuku just following her, seeing her getting into, a little candy shop, coming out with a chocolate bar. As Izuku said, yeah, of course, she liked chocolate, but what's she doing normally in her day? I never actually asked her. I was always thinking that she's just going in the street and killing people. But let's see what she's doing. As after that, Izuku just going after Mina, I mean Kara, seeing her just walking and walking, and after that, she, gone into alleyway. As she finds in the end of the alleyway just a door, she knock on the door 3 times, someone open it up, Kara come inside, Izuku, after that he just slide from under the door and kill the person behind of it without anyone knowing. As he just going down, seeing Kara has come into like an underground arena, as Izuku said, so she come normally here. As after that, Izuku just seeing Kara sitting on a table and spawn, one of her knives as she said, "Alright, who's the new challenger?" As after that, a very tall man come in front of Kara and said, "Huh, so you're the girl that can't be defeated in the knife game? Well, too bad, but today you will gonna lose one of your fingers." As Kara said, "Well, show me what you got, big guy." And after that, Kara starts stabbing, between her fingers. You know that game when you stab between your fingers and try not, to cut one of them. As this fight is, a very hard competition between her and the man. In the end, the man has cut off his middle finger by accident as he starts screaming in pain. And after that, Kara said, there, you idiot! See, that's what I mean by the game." Well, who's will be the second person to die, or at least to lose his fingers? As after that, they start to, everyone betting and everyone starts screaming, saying it's his turn and everything. As Kara hearing a voice saying, "How about it will be my turn?" As Kara looking behind, she see Izuku in his school uniform, just smiling at her. As Kara said, you fucking sludge face, what are you doing here?" As Izuku said, "Oh, come on, Kara, I thought that we are friends now. You know, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right?" As Kara said, whatever, but remember that I'm gonna kill you after we kill Sans." As Izuku said, "Fair enough, but how about a little game?" As Izuku, got one of the knives out of one of the villain's hand and sit on the table and said, "The winner will gonna how about the winner will gonna do, the loser will gonna have to do one thing to the winner, whatever it was. All right, Kara?" As Kara said, "All right, big, all right, slash face. Let's see what you can do." As Kara starts stabbing between her fingers, and after that she end up and just stab the knife in the table and cross her hand together, saying, "Now show me what you got." As Izuku starts stabbing between his fingers slowly, and after that he accidentally cut a little bit out of his fingers. As Kara said, "You lose." As Izuku fingers start, morphing itself back together. As he said, "You said what?" As Kara said, "Wait, this is not fair." As Izuku said, "Who said there is a Hey, really? You think this is not fair? Who said there is a rule here? Hey, boys, is there some rules here that I don't know about?" As everyone's screaming now, Izuku said, "See? There is no rules not to use your quirk. I mean, you're literally stabbing between your fingers using one of your own knives. Maybe you were always cheating, Kara? Just if the knife hit you, you're not gonna get damaged. Is that right? What do you think, boys?" As everyone actually getting a little bit suspicious of Kara, thinking that that was actually right. She always using a red knife, not a normal knife. As they start looking at her, with a death glare. As Kara said, "Fine, fine, you're just ruining my day." As Izuku said, "I didn't even know that you actually coming here. You really need to tell me more about your life because it's actually quite funny. This is more funnier than my date with Mina." As Kara said, "So you finally start acting like her boyfriend?" And they are actually speaking while they just stabbing between their fingers. As Izuku said, "Yeah, it was funny in the beginning, but it's still quite, I enjoy having her around." As Kara said, "If she ever find about you, what are you gonna do?" As Izuku said, Don't ask me about this. She will never gonna know. I wish." And after that, Izuku just stabbed the knife into the table and said, "Well, Kara, sorry, but I'm gonna leave for now. I really got bored so quickly." As Kara said, "Hey, come on, come back here, you sludge face. As Izuku said, "I know, our fight didn't end yet. You really are need to find a new words to say." Well, see you around, Kara. And if I ever saw Flowey again under my bed, I'm gonna turn him into you know, what they call it? Flower tea. Yes, I'm gonna drink him. I'm gonna make out of him a flower tea, understand? As Kara said, fine. Because of you, he didn't leave his, you know, didn't leave the forest for like 3 days. As Izuku said, so am I really that intimidating? As Kara said, nah, not for me. Anyways, just get your ass out of my bar. As Izuku said, when were you, are you actually owning this place? As Kara said, mm, to be in the logical way, I really doesn't own it, but the people here respect me, so I'm kinda, the king of this place. As Izuku said, oh, look at you, the queen of this place. Well, I'm gonna leave, your majesty. As Izuku just bow in front of Kara and just leave the place. After that, he just gone in the night killing people again. As while that happening, he just messaging, Mina on the, right now he's on top of the roof while his face is just covered with blood, still wearing his school uniform, just because. As, he called Mina, as Mina said, hey, Clay, are you there? As Izuku said, yeah, Mina, how was your day at UA? As Mina said, yeah, it was nice. Tomorrow we're gonna go into, like, a training into to train on rescuing missions in the USJ. So wish me luck. As Izuku said, oh, I will gonna wish you luck. Good luck. As Mina said, thank you. So do you have anything to do? As Izuku said, yeah, I'm actually quite busy, so sorry if you want to get out or something. As Mina said, alright, see you around, Clay. And after that, Izuku closed the phone. As he said, so she going on a USJ trip, huh?
Yeah, what about it?
As Izuku said, I have an idea. You know, did I ever told you that Bakugo want to go to UA?
You don't need to tell me because I can read your thoughts and your mind, you know? And you doesn't have to tell me what's your idea because I already know it.
As Izuku said, you're really ruining the fun. Anyways, if all Class 1A will gonna go on a field trip, does that mean Bakugo will be there too? Just thinking about Bakugo is making me feel so excited. Maybe I should call someone. As he looking in his phone, he see, just go down the numbers. He find the number that he, has put the name a weird missed guy. As Izuku calling on the number, as he hear on the other side a guy saying, "Hello, is this Mr. Midoriya?" As Izuku said, "Hey, are you the weird mist guy that have a purple eyes?" As the guy said, "You can call me Kuriguri." As Izuku said, "Alright, mist face. Can you teleport me right now? I'm at." As Izuku just give him the coordinates. After that, he said right away, as he opened a portal behind Izuku and go right through it, as he said, "Well, Mr. Midoriya, can I ask why you all of the sudden called me?" As Izuku said, "How about we can work together? I was thinking about joining the League of Villains that it doesn't exist even right now. And I decided that I'm gonna, help you if you impressed me, alright?" As Kuriguri said, I'm sure that we will be able to impress you, because the League of Villains have much more than what's meet the eye. Can you please come through the portal to discuss what's gonna happen right now?" As Izuku said, alright. And after that, Izuku just go right through the portal into the bar, as he, she sees Shigaraki, as Shigaraki said, "Why did you get him, Kuriguri? I doesn't want him here." As Kuriguri said, "Please, Shigaraki, calm down. He might gonna join us." As Kuriguri said, "What?" And after that, he hear a sound in the television saying, "Oh, young Midoriya, how nice to meet you. Did you finally decide to do?" As Izuku said, "No and no. First of all, I want you to impress me, and I have the right way to see what you little League of Villains can do." As Izuku said, sit on the bar and said, Do you heard of the USJ? As Shigaraki said, the USJ, and what's this? As Izuku said, UA is going, Class 1A going tomorrow on a field trip to the USJ to train on rescuing missions. So, how about your League of Villains and me go there, do some chaos. I'm gonna go and do my old, try to kill someone. You just go and, try to show me how much you are really strong, and, we can be like best buddies. As Shigaraki said, do you have any more information like this? As Izuku said, well, All Might will be there, as I All for One and Izuku really doesn't know that the person inside the television talking is All for One, but he just hearing the voice saying, "Oh, All Might, are you saying?" As Izuku said, "Yep, and all Class 1A, all in one closed place and a very big arena to fight in. No way to get out and no way to get in. The only way to survive is to defeat the enemy. So, what do you say about this? Show me what you got there, and I might consider joining you. This is my deal. Do you like it?" As, All for One said, "Huh. Shigaraki, what do you say?" Or, "Tomura, what do you think?" As Shigaraki said, "Master, All Might will be there. Is this a good chance to try your new tricks? Your new weapon?" As All for One said, "Well, take the Nomu out with you, because maybe it will gonna impress Mr. Midoriya here." As Izuku said, "Ooh, Nomu, what is this?" As Shigaraki smiled at him and said, "You will see, brat. Tomorrow, meet us in this time, alright? We will gonna gather some villains that we will gonna do an attack on the USJ. And before you leave, can I ask, how do you even know these informations?" As Izuku said, "I have a friend in UA." Well, sorry for laughing, I just have a weird habit of laughing. Anyways, handyman, I'm gonna leave. See you soon. As he just waving through the portal and leave. And the next day, we cut into Mina and all Class 1A. As everyone finally got, down the bus, Mina just, on her phone, sending messages to Izuku telling him that she right now in the USJ and she will gonna meet him after the school and everything. As Uraka seeing her, she said, "Hey Mina, what are you doing?" As Mina said, "Oh, Uraka, I'm just calling my boyfriend." As Uraka said, "Ah, you have a boyfriend? I didn't know. What's his name?" As Mina said, "Well, his name is Clay, and he looking like this." As she show, a photo of Izuku to, you know, Uraka. As Uraka said, "Huh, he's actually looking quite cute, but don't you think his smile is quite scary?" As Mina said, "Well, his smile might be scary, but he's so nice and so smart and somehow so strong. He doesn't even have a quirk." As Oraka said, "He doesn't have a quirk. He's quirkless." Well, it must be really hard for him, huh? As Mina said, "Yeah, but he's going through it so easily." And after that, Kirishima screaming, saying, "Yo, I didn't know that we have fake villains here." As Mina said, "Wait, fake villains?" And after that, she looking down, she see a purple portal open up, revealing a guy that covered with a lots of hand, and another man that made out of mist, and there is a third person that wearing a black coat with a glowing purple eyes. As Mina just looking at him, we're saying, "What's And after that, Eraserhead jumped in front of them and said, those are not fake. Those are real villains." And after that, he said, "13, protect the student." As we cut into the League of Villains. As Izuku just wearing his black coat, he not making no one able to see his face. As Shigaraki said, "What? Why are you even wearing this?" As Izuku said, I just doesn't want my friend to know me. Because, I have my own reasons. Don't ask me. Why do you wear this hands on your face or this hands on your body? Why do you put them on? Hmm? As Shigaraki said, I doesn't want to tell you. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. And I don't want to tell you why I'm wearing this coat. Understand this, Shigaraki. Handyman, as Shigaraki just said, whatever. And after that, he whistled as the Nomo coming out of the bottle as Izuku said, now that's some muscles there. Oh, what's this, Shigaraki? As Shigaraki said, do you like it? It's the Nomo. It's the creation of my master. So strong and have a lots of quirks. As Izuku, after that, he said, cool. Well, I'm gonna go. Shigaraki, Kurigiri, can you teleport? There is a kid that have a blonde hair and a red eyes, and he is able to throw explosions out of his, hands and everything. Can you teleport him into, into the city? The what they call it? I always forgot the name. I fucking always forget the name. I swear to God, I have the worst memory in the whole existence. The name is, just fucking remember it, Severed. Remember the name. The just say it already. You're wasting a lots of time. The fucking wait a second. Yes, the earthquake zone, or the city zone, as Kuriguri agreed to that, and after that, Izuku just being teleported into the city with a couple of villains, as they are actually quite some fans of Izuku, like people seeing him as a high villain, as such a great one, as Izuku said, thank you, but can you stop annoying me? Because we are here to kill people, not to talk. As the villain said, yes, sir. Of course, boss. As Izuku said in his mind, I didn't know that I have a lots of villains as fans. Don't you think? What do you think, Clay? As Clay said, whatever. Where's that Bakugo guy? I really want to eat his face. As Izuku said, he must be coming at any minutes. And after that, Izuku, looking up in the sky as he see a purple portal open up. As the people that going through the portal is Mina and Bakugo. As Izuku immediately put his coat back on his head, protecting his head, saying, "Shit, why is Mina is here?" As he looked at the villains and said, "You go take care of Mina. I'm gonna take care of Bakugo." As the villain said, "How do you know their names?" As Izuku said, are you gonna listen to me or what? As they just shake the thought out of their heads and go at Mina. As Bako has already got hold of himself using explosions and got hold of Mina to, go into the ground. As he said, this stupid idiot, mist face guy, he teleported us here. Where's the other people? As Mina said, I don't know, but looks like there's some problems are coming. As, villains surrounding Mina and Bakugo as Bakugo said, come on at me. I'm gonna kill every single one of you. As Izuku said, or he here starts someone clapping with his hands saying, oh, Bakugo, Bakugo, Bakugo. The same old idiot. So, guys, take care of the girl. I'm gonna take care of Explosion Face. As, Izuku saying this like, saying not in his normal voice, saying it's like, oh, Bakugo, Bakugo, Bakugo. The same old stupid explosion face. You really are an idiot. Boys, take care of the girl. I'm gonna take care of the explosion face. As, he said it with the sludge villain voice. As, but, everyone starts surrounding Mina while Bakugo trying to help her, but Izuku just immediately throwing his hand, lifting up his coat and throw his hand forward, shooting like a beam of sludge at Bakugo. And after that, he, using the sludge create like a tentacle and throw Bakugo into the sky. As Bakugo, seeing this sludge, he said, what this sludge? As he, after that, Izuku just jump after him. As Bakugo can't see, can't see Izuku face, the only see that he see Inside Izuku coat is just a purple glowing eyes. As after that, Baku said, Deku, as immediately he got a solid punch into his stomach, and after that being thrown even up higher in the air. Bakugo being thrown even higher in the air, Izuku creating like a tentacles and spin around himself, throwing the tentacle on Bakugo and throwing him back into the ground. And while Bakugo is just going into the ground, he just shocked seeing that this sludge is the same sludge that Izuku used. As he still can't see Izuku's face, but he know exactly what this is. As Izuku going at him with his hands in front of his face, creating like big two fists of sludge going directly at Bakugo, while Bakugo is just falling in the sky. And after that, Bakugo smash into the ground and Izuku smash above him. As Izuku looking down into Bakugo's eyes, while Bakugo is just bloodied. As Izuku said, seriously? You didn't even try to throw anything at me. What's happened to you, Bakugo? Did you become so innocent? Did you finally, discover that you were acting like a villain more than a hero? Did you finally decided to act nice with people? You are really disappointing. I don't even know how your mom is able to take you. Oh wait, she's the only one that ever can control you, right? As Baku just said, Deku, Izuku, is that you? As Izuku said, huh, Izuku. I really didn't hear that name from quite a while. The only names that I were here is like Midoriya, Clay, and Sludge Villain. That's all the names that I always hear. And while that happening, Mina is just continuing, fighting against the other villains. As Izuku continued talking, saying, "So Bakugo, how's your days in UA? Do you have fun? Because I'm quite having fun too. It's really nice to see people. It's really nice to crush the people's dreams and then watch them cry. Believe me, you will never gonna understand how funny it is." As Baku said, Midoriya, please, just stop this. As Izuku said, stop this? Wait. Are you seriously just called me Izuku and Midoriya in the same day? And not only that, you didn't even told me that I'm a stupid nerd while you talking. Am I being transported into another world, or is this some weird effect of a hero that can, make some illusions? Maybe it's midnight. I don't really know. As Baku said, please, Izuku, just stop this. Your mother is. As Izuku once heard that name, he immediately threw a punch at Baku's face, saying, "Don't remind me! Don't remind me of my mother! Understand, Bakugo?" Don't talk about her. Never talk about her. Your filthy tongue doesn't deserve to speak with her name. Anyways, do you have any last words? As Baku said, I'm sorry. As Izuku said, you're too late for this. And after that, he got us, his someone throwing such a solid acid on him, such a an acid from Mina that is even able to burn through skin. As it starts burning through Izuku's coat, as Izuku just jumping back, trying to cover his face. As Mina said, "Bakugo, are you okay?" As Baku said, "Mina, run away." As Mina said, "Of course I'm not gonna run away." And after that, she go at Izuku, saying, "All right, you villain, it's time for me to play with you." As Izuku said, "Sorry, but I'm not really in the mood to hit girls." And he's seeing that while he trying to cover his face with his arms. As Mina said, "What?" And after that, Izuku said, "Now, how about you leave me alone? Would you do that?" As after that, Izuku just throwing sludge at Mina and cover her leg as he make her trip on her, back. After that, he just create more tentacles and start going back into, Shigaraki and Karigiri as Mina just go back into Bakugo after dealing with some villains there, using like her technique of acid rain as Mina said, Baku, are you okay? As Baku said, no, I'm not okay. And after that, Izuku just jumped by the side of Shigaraki and Karigiri as Shigaraki said, what are you doing here? As Izuku said, don't talk with me, I'm quite mad. As Shigaraki said, what? Did you fail at killing your enemy? As Izuku said, well, not only that, but I just being reminded of something that I really doesn't want to remember. As Shigaraki said, what's this? As Izuku said, nothing from your business, handyman. And he's just talking while, he trying to cover his face. He already asked Karigari for another coat. Karigari just go through another portal, going stealing some clothes to taking some another coat from the hideout, giving it to Izuku. As Shigaraki said, why are you even hiding yourself, brat? What are you hiding from? As Izuku said, nothing from your business, Shigaraki, don't talk with me. And after that, while that's happening, All Might has already come in and start fighting Venom while Izuku's just watching with a an emotionless expression. After All Might defeating the Nomo, Izuku just looking at All Might while he's teaming Shigaraki said, no, All Might didn't being weak at all. Master was wrong. As Izuku started walking forward toward All Might as All Might said, ha, so you're approaching me. Instead of running away, you coming towards me. As Izuku said, I will not be able to beat your ass if I'm far away, right, All Might? As All Might said, then come as close as you want. As after that, he cutting closer and closer to All Might as All Might said in his mind, damn it, I can't keep my buff form for any longer. If I will not gonna get any support now, he will gonna. As Izuku got closer to him and said, come on, I know about your debuff form. Just show me your skinny self. I'm gonna cover you to let no one see you, alright? As Izuku just make like a wall of sludge around All Might and around of him. As after that, he just looking into All Might and doesn't take his coat off because All Might tell Mina about him. As All Might, after a couple other seconds, he just debuff. As All Might said, what do you want? And this sludge? As Izuku said, yeah, it's me. So, how's your day, All Might? Is it nice? As All Might said, Midoriya, is that you? As Izuku said, yeah and no. So, don't worry. You still my number one, even if you told me that I'm not, can't become a hero. So I will not gonna let anyone see your, skinny form. I'm not gonna let your little student know that you are a weakling. Now, I'm gonna tell you what will gonna happen next. I'm gonna, you will, I'm gonna push myself out of this, sludge wall like I've been punched by you, alright? And after that, I will just gonna tell Shigaraki that you are very strong and everything and blah blah blah, just acting, and you should go back into your student, alright? As All Might said, why are you doing this? What is your plan? As Izuku said, there is no plan here. I told you already, you're my number one, so of course I'm gonna do everything I can to protect you. And when the time will gonna come, I will be the reason for your death. As after that, Izuku just jump, with his, jump out of the sludge as he fall on his face in front of Shigaraki. As Shigaraki said, what's wrong? As Izuku said, All Might is so strong, we need to run away. Karigari, teleport us out of here. As, Shigaraki agreed to that as they just teleport out of here. And after that, Cementos building a wall in front of All Might, and the slide just disappeared. As Cementos said, All Might, are you okay? As All Might said, tell me how the students are. As Cementos telling him that the students are okay except Bakugo, some damaged, and there is one student that is dead, which is, of course, none other than the frog girl, Fruby. As All Might is quite sad by this, of course, because this is a student that is, died. And Izuku just go back with the League of Villains into the hideout, telling Shigaraki that he will gonna meet him later on, and tell Mina to meet him, to meet him tomorrow on a date because she already told him what happened in the USJ. As Izuku telling her that alright, let's leave it for tomorrow. And this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget like, subscribe, comment down below, tell me what they think about this part and what they think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say then. Severed was here.